gonna run some maps. It's not too long now until 3.26 comes out. Gonna be doing a cold dot ruthless start. So we will see how this goes. Let me get some updated stuff here for the stream before I take off and start mapping. There we go. I think we got it. Let me make sure that that's saved correctly for the stream info. Looks like it. Good to go. All right. Let's see. Which one should we do here? What was the strand? It's tier 5. Wow, we got a lot of summits. Holy cow. Well, let's start going through some of them. Use up some of this currency. And we can do that one. We can do that one. We can do that. That one's gonna be. We can do it, but it's gonna be deadly. All right, we can run these 4. Let's do the one that's gonna be deadliest first. Which will be that one. We got our Atlas is set up for Blight, a little bit of Delirium. But this is Ruthless, so there's no guarantee. Oh, and Harbingers. So we'll see if we get any of the actual mechanics on this map. Otherwise, this character does have some magic fighting gear on. So, hey, there we go. Blight. The Strand is set to be our favorited map. We just only have, I think, 3 favorited slots at the moment. Top it touched. See if we can get any. Yeah. Try and clear out around this before actually initiating the blight, so we're not dealing with any stragglers coming in. Alright. Start the blight encounter. And let's see, it goes in all directions. Just the worst. We'll just do a couple gold towers in the center and then 1 flame. We do have 1 flame coming in, so we'll have to manually kill those guys off because the flame tower is not going to do it. Do not have the best build for doing blights. Yeah, he's gonna get through. That's okay. We do have the salvaged parts node taken. fun of playing Ruthless. Every bit of loot matters. Alright. Keep going through here. I've already gotten a decent amount of map drops for this one. That's nice. We're definitely not very tanky though, so we gotta be careful doing any of these mechanics. They're very squishy. This guy just doesn't want to die. There we go. Okay, set up a town portal because I like to stand in the fire. Kite around in a circle and hope for the best. Oh, nice. This one map has been just doing wonders for our map system. Too bad it doesn't drop like this when I'm doing the higher tier ones. There we go. Head back, divvy up the loot.
Go wins.
Alright. Sell, sell, sell. Oop, we want to keep the amulet.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Alright. Nope, nope. Ah. There we go. And let's put those in there. And get going on the next summit map. So far doing good on the map sustain. Didn't get a whole lot of currency, but that's okay.
My mana is gone.
I would like some more levels on this character to flesh out the rest of his crit damage nodes, and then get a little bit more defenses, because we are not very good at them.
The more you kill,
And we want the right side. We'll see if we have the DPS for it though. Well, luckily there's nice big groups of guys. Where's the last guys? There they are. Easy day. Nothing much from it. It's okay.
I'm not upset.
Not much in this map. Very low on the density. Woo! Hey, there we go. An alt and another strand map. I really got to get another void stone unlocked so that I can get another void stone so I can have higher tier strand maps. Get him. Got everything cleared out of this one. See if there's any actual drops. Nope. Lots of scarabs in this one. Tormented Splurns. Item yield. Yeah, we're gonna want the left one on that one. Item quantus. Hugely important. Got that. Usually have less luck with these, but haven't had any like soul eaters or the ones that are really difficult for me to get through with this build. Pop the portal in case I stand in the fire. Move on to the next portion. And easy day. Ooh, ooh. Get a little overzealous there. Yada yada. Do we want to try and make this armor into anything? I'll just take the 7 fusings. Did it again. Alright, next one. Got more currency from that one, but less map sustain. But I'm okay with that. I'm excited for tomorrow. Get to try out Cold Dot as a week start, and I've never played Cold Dot before, so I will be new for me, and I'm gonna level with it. I'm not gonna do any of the like ideal leveling strategies. Just going to level with Cold Dot on the Witch. I'm gonna use Cold Dot Elementalist with golems. That's my intention anyways. This is Ruthless, so I may have to have some variance in there depending on what I find. At least for the first part until I can start farming.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I heard them. Where are they? There they are. Okay. It's getting to me with it being in a different direction. Okay. One more map to run out of the 4 that I rolled. That is a lot of life and some chaos resist. Gosh, I wish there was more resists on that. Like, really wish there was more resists on that. We don't need that. That can go away. And we can run our last one here. Still can't decide if I'm going to do solo self-found for the league start and really have to work hard, or if I want to do the Ruthless trade. Like, it's already difficult, but I just can't decide. I plan on putting more time into this league than I did the previous one, so maybe solo self-found is the right answer. Aha, they can't get to me. Don't think we've earned back the currency that we spent on rolling these at all. Alright. Look at that. Duressa salute. anything that gives movement speed and is very valuable in Ruthless.
Blessings.
It is no fun, for me anyways, not having any movement skills. It's the hardest part of playing Ruthless for me. Alright, so we have 4 strands that we can roll now. Good. Good. Good, but needs to be re-rolled. Can't have reflect. Okay. And let's go with some scarabs. We do have delirium ones, so we can do 4 of those. Do a couple of harbinger ones. Let's do the increased magic pack size. There we go. We'll get a... I'm not going to call it a juiced map, but it's a little better. Hello, Effect Warren. Welcome to the stream. Alright, just going to have to be careful with our defenses running the delirium as we get through, because they do get quite painful as the stacks go up. Next one is raspberry pines. There we go. One thing that's oddly enough nice about being on Ruthless is you don't have to sit there and farm maps for divination cards, so you can make your picks without having to have that in consideration. I know I've run Cemetery a lot, trying to get divines when I'm playing on normal bench league. Haven't decided if I'm going to even make any characters on bench league this season or not. I would like to get all 4 Void Stones this season, and I really think if the mercenaries are even a little bit powerful, it should be quite doable for me. I normally have trouble getting past 2, so we'll see. Try to get this guy taken care of. Nice. Block spell damage, increase spell damage. Yeah. Hey, nice. We're gonna have to. Ooh, cold pain. Man, if only we found that tomorrow. As usual, I always come early. Not a bad haul for one map. In Ruthless anyways.
Blessings. Keep your eyes sharp.
No room for the cold pan in there. Put it there.
Hello.
And let's run the next map. 42, 44. Let's do that one. With the last Harbinger Scarab. Alright. See if we can't get some good drops on this one. I really need to get a lot of fusings because I have a lightning brigandine and I want to put it on, but I need to socket that baby. Ritual. Whew. I do plan on putting some Atlas points into Ritual for the League, as the Cold Dot should do really well with being in the confined circle. Ooh, ooh. Wow, they hurt. Alright. Can we get a Legion in this one? What a nice map. Wow. Oh god, no. I did not think that through, popping out with a Soul Eater there. He is going to be dicey to deal with. Whew. Alright, alright. I survived so far. I don't think I'm going to get to the next one without dying, so I'm going to end the encounter. Gosh, look at that. Cold damage over time, it's like you knew. Wildwood Abomination. What's the large one? It's Nailance. Okay. Just keep moving. Oi. now that we're at the third one, let's see what we got here. Meat sack, useless helmet, useless gloves. Huh. Be interesting if it was accuracy stacking or deck stacking. That would actually be good if I was deck stacking. If I have enough points, I might get that. Just because, you know, maybe I might have one of those builds in the future. This little corner down there is going to mess things up. Whew. Try to give me the bad touch there. Good. Ooh. Do I take it or do I re-roll? Let's re-roll. Send it. Socket skill gem. Nothing really useful at all here. Alright. We don't need that either.
Exile.
And on to the next strand. And these are just going to have mirror plus bigger pack size. Another ritual. Whew. Did not see that coming. Same one, lightning. Gonna end that. Take my tools. Actually, that's what I needed to get rid of. No need to carry that. And I just picked it back up again. keeps wanting to give me all the stuff I need for the cold dot build. Hey, thank you, Nick. Let's see here. Well, I usually don't get the Atlas complete when I play in the league. So if I'm playing solo Self-Found, I definitely don't get the Atlas complete. And my strategy for getting content in maps is to have multiple things with a higher percentage. So like, I don't focus on only one thing, because like on regular, like if you put, you know, points into Blight, it's like you get a Blight encounter on every map, right? Same thing, like you can be guaranteed a Harbinger on every map. You can be guaranteed a strong box, but on this you can't. So what I do is I basically diversify. So a little bit of Essence, Blight, Delirium. Like I'm focused completely on the Harbinger, and then completely on the Essence once I get there. And then I will get more Blight. Blight I like, same thing with like Delirium and Blight, you can get the items that allow you to just make more maps of the same type, right? So you can find blighted maps, which blighted maps have a lot of resource drops on Ruthless. So I really like running those. You can also run them, generally speaking, with worse gear, right? So you can do the blighted maps even if your tune doesn't have good gearing. That's just how I run it. You just never know what gear you're going to have. If I had a tune that was geared out really well, I would focus more on Delirium, because Delirium is more bang for your buck if you can handle actually going through and not dying. If you have things diversified, I would say it's like 50% of the time I'll see something, right? So like if I have, you know, the plus percentage to Delirium, plus percentage to Legion and Blight, it's like half of the maps have something. Uh-oh. Corrupted Blood's not going to be good for me here. Yeah, you can never get it to a point where every map has mechanics. It's just, it's part of the Ruthless mechanics is that we have to run more maps to get the loot. Okay. Let's see. Gosh.
Warm nights.
Oh, there's that rope right in there. And the last strand that I ran with the Delirium Scarab. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to run some Abyssal Depths here at some point. Or Abyssal Depths. Frickin' Delve. there's going to be any in this one other than the Nico, which isn't helping me since I'm actually full on it. Brand, minions. Take minions. All right.
Cool winds.
Ah, Feasting Fiends.
Hello.
Actually go through and do some more Atlas unlock. I don't know why it didn't all come over from Geode Grotto, Museum, Necropolis, Arcade. What do we got here? Terrace, Underground River. Orchard. Gonna re-roll this and see. Monsters, poison on hit. Has to be those guys. The freaking suicide ones. This is going to be a fun one to try and clear. Okay. Yeah, our DPS is just not high enough for T16s on this character.
My mana is gone.
Desperately need a better bow. Woo. Talk about spikes down there. Ah. It'd be nice to find some more T16s. The last one, I don't really have the map sustain. ambushes with extra chaos damage. Alright. Surely figures that not finding any maps.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I don't want to do a full clear. I just want to find at least a T14 plus. Something.
My mana is gone.
Well, shucks. Alright. Oh, come on. I went out of range. Bullocks. Well, this is disheartening. Get out from behind these freaking pillars. I don't even know what hit me there. I feel like... I don't know. Oh, don't tell me I gotta change this around to get behind there. Well. please work with me here. I hate when the map modifiers are all for the boss. This right here is what's getting me, is this 70% increased effect, area of effect. Because I'm just not getting out of the way of her mechanic. Oh, well, that's interesting. So much for that.
Hello.
Well, I guess we'll do the terrace. We'll have to re-roll it. Nope. I can try that one. Try this one here. Mr. Enzyme, welcome. I really don't feel like doing a lab trial right now.
I'm not up to that just yet.
There we go. Got Harbinger at least. I really gotta put the flasks on. Use them full. There's now 3 support gems I've gotten that would help my starter build. I'm actually going to take that thicket bow, try and craft on it with some essence. Really need to get a better bow. We're missing out on a lot of DPS potential. We do not have a good bow. Alright, now for the weak part of this build. Single target. That and my inability to dodge mechanics. Okay. Instantly killed. How's it going, Sophia? It's an interesting game. It's like hitting my head against a brick wall at the moment, though, because I keep dying trying to clear maps here. But that's a me problem. Have you never played Path of Exile before? Oh my god. Yes, it is. It is free to play. Thank gosh. This is? This and Eve are my two main games. Yeah.
Blessings. Keep your eyes sharp.
I don't understand the question. What do we even have for essences here? Could use the increased attack speed one. You are exiled and wash up on shore of a strange land and have to go through and find out who exiled you and save the world. Pretty much how that one goes, yeah. sucks that these are 75 and below. Hands phone? What do you mean? Well, doesn't that figure? We got double the lightning damage as before, but no cold damage or no attack speed. I didn't buy this. Somebody bought this for me. That's just HyperX is the brand. Yeah, HyperX Cloud is the name of it. I don't know where they got it. Somebody bought it for me. But it's Hyper and then capital X space Cloud. Yeah, just there's a space in between the X and the Cloud. Drats. At least I found another T16 map. Unfortunately, it's magic. Just sad face. Thank you for the follow. Her. Do I want to... Yeah. There we go. T16. Let's add some scarabs for extra maps. Not gonna do the difficult monsters because I don't want to die. Originally, the United States. I live in Japan now, so. We'll give it some shrines. And we'll do strong boxes. Yeah. Texas. Everything's bigger.
My mana is low.
I really hate these freaking Frostwall and Flea guys. Oh, Andy's life regen? That's like insult to injury. He's just gonna keep Frostwalling right away and regenning up. Oh my gosh. Seriously, game? Thank gosh. DBD? I don't know what the acronym is for down that one. And because I don't know what the acronym is for, I probably haven't. Dead by Daylight? No, I have not played that one. I've never been into horror games. I don't think I've really tried them much. I play a lot of RPGs, some strategy games. Never got into the horror genre. Probably because when I was growing up, graphics weren't good enough for horror genre to actually like be good. Yo, this guy needs to not be standing on that consecrated ground. Oy, 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 oy. Nah, if you would have seen 5 minutes before you got here, I just died like 6 times in a row, so, there's definitively some enemies in this game that they have my number. Get me all the time. Oh, I work. My studying days were long ago. I had a job in the Navy, so. Thank you, you too. I really could use a map drop here. Why does the currency gotta drop way down there? I don't want to go way down there for that. Hey, Lusitania, how's it going? You missed yesterday. I was doing some T4 Abyssals. Nice. No, Sophia, I don't add people on Discord. I just don't use socials. But thanks. Ha ha ha! It burns. This guy's gonna hurt. Don't stand in the fire. Don't stand in the fire. Don't stand in the fire. Yo, this guy's Ah. No, I don't do socials. But thanks. Where's that guy at? There he is. Oh, yo, he's back up to full health. Oh, this is gonna go poorly. Oh, come on. Let me up the stairs, please. I am not gonna be able to kill him. Like, actually. Lord. I actually can't kill him. So frustrating. Grr. I'm not going to make the mistake of a couple maps ago, though. I'm not going to sit here and try and beat my head against the wall and kill that guy. And just keep dying.
Exile? Celerim.
I'm going to go back to running some lower tier maps and just blitz through some, I think. What do we got? Three strands? Yeah, we can run those. Good, we can run all three. Lusitania, do you got any plans for the weekend? Ooh, another harbinger. Oh gosh. Soul Eaters, not the ideal. Cook. What anime you guys going for? Apothecary Diaries. Evil Intergalactic Overlord. I've seen the Apothecary Diaries in like my Netflix stream. I haven't looked at it, but I've never heard of the evil intergalactic overlord. Well, I mean, at least you're honest about it.
Salah.
I really want to watch Andor. That's what I've been wanting to watch, and I've been trying to convince my girl to watch it with me, and she's been very resistant to it.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Ah. Tax support. Man, it almost sounds like how all of Western civilization is. Make them all go to college so they make a little bit more and then tax the ever-living piss out of them. Another Harbinger, wow. Very nice. That was a pretty good map right there.
Cool winds.
Agnerod North. No good there. Do I have a north? We don't. We do now. Let's bump this up. And then give it a roll. Ah. If only we got a better lightning damage roll on that one. Ah, if only.
Blessings.
Alright, one more strand to run here. There's another jeweler's orb. I'm gonna need a bunch of those. I want to get this lightning brigadine socketed out. Just needs so much currency. But it's gonna make a huge difference for actually trying to scale into the higher tier maps. Such a big defensive layer. Sounds like you have a pretty full weekend, by the way. Do you normally have a full weekend hanging out with people, or do you normally take it easy?
Exile?
Oh no! Oh no, that is not ideal. We don't want that. Ah. Yeah, but like one friend is like, I feel, a really ideal number. Alright, we're gonna try saving some currency here and just do magic runs. There we go. Try and build up. Actually, before I do this, where's that brigandine at? Or lightning coil desert brigandine. It's 4 socket now. Minus 60 lightning resistance. Which of course lightning's our lowest. How are we gonna get that lightning resist up? That's the question. This is gonna require some work. With this, that'll get my lightning resist up. That puts me closer anyways. We need fire and cold now on boots. There's just cold. There's just fire with no life. There's cold with no life. Ah, bullocks. Yeah, that's true. Like, how expensive was your fit on your worm? Okay. I mean, if you're using a worm in abyssals, that's like 2 hours of farming. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's no winning with this. Oh. Yes, there is. That one. Okay, so now we're only 5% off on the lightning resist, which we can probably get. Crud. God, there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done for doing this gear swap out. And I do not have the currency for it right now. But let's make sure we set this stuff aside. Oh my gosh. What are the odds? Holy crap. We just rolled that like 6 times and got 6 sockets? Oh my. Well, let's go trade in some jewelers for some fusings and see if we can't get lucky on that portion.
Yes. See you.
I will stop at 5 link. I don't need 6. Come on. Or we just... It is a good night for PoE. I got lucky with that, and it's... What is it now? 14 hours until we get the Secrets of the Atlas drop. And I'm excited for that. I really am. I'm going to be doing a cold dot elementalist. Never done cold dot before. I'm going to run my... I might run my... Oh gosh, what have I... why do my skills get messed up? I might run my own league. I can't decide yet. I don't know if anybody wants to join me. Because I want to do either solo self-found or just my own league with people. But I'm not going to pay for my own league if nobody's going to play with me, because I can just do solo self-found. We're gonna need so many more fusings. Getting lucky with the map drops here on this one. I should actually put fields on as a favorited map, just because it is a little bit higher than the strand. I'll do half of them on the fields.
Blessings.
Yeah, we got a lot of map drops from that one. That was nice. Hey, a blight encounter. Hopefully we can get some drops from this. That there, that there. I do have a lot of the nodes taken for blight, so this is definitely the more efficient one for me to find as far as getting loot and useful loot. I say as I get just a couple oils and that's it. Ooh, and in essence. I don't know what it is about the estuary, but it's definitely dropping more maps than I would normally expect with just rolling these magic. Alright. Oh man, I'm over halfway through the level. It's about time for me to find something that I'm gonna just die a bunch and waste all my XP on it.
Salah.
Yeah. Got one more of these. And away we go. Come on. There we go. Need more currency. Hey, there's a fusing. I need like 500 more of those. Welcome back, Mr. Enzyme.
I'm not up to that.
Hey, GCP. Let's clear this boss out before I go get the other guys in the map.
My mana is.
Some boots. Maybe we'll get some move speed on them. That'd be nice. Not much in the way of map drops in this one.
Cool winds.
Nada. So let's do it. How many fields do we have? One. And a couple race courses. Well, can't run that one. Let's re-roll that. Sure. It's been a while since we've seen any delirium or ritual. Ooh, hey. That's actually extremely good. That might be something I can use right now. I think that is going to be better than the faster projectiles. We shall see. So many of those arrows flying around now. It's glorious. Look at that. And it really helps the single target damage a lot.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Very nice. Very nice. Love it when you get a drop that you can actually utilize and makes your build better. So we need to keep that faster projectile one.
Hello?
All right. Uh-oh. I noticed too late. Sad face. Still need to get used to streaming Path of Exile and the correct timing to try and look over and see about chat / people joining and leaving.
My mana is gone.
Because it is so easy to die.
I'm not up to that.
Every time I get a little bit close to getting my level, I get, I don't know if it's anxious or reckless. I get dead That's what I did. I think I'm gonna practice some with Cold Dot here. Change the stream name. There we go. Where are we at here on the quest line here? Haven't done a darn thing. Sweet. Away we go. That's the brand. Oh Lord, we walk so slow. What is... Oh, that's that. Yeah, looks like we're gonna do this. Oh man, that means I'm gonna have to open up PB. Easy day. Yeah, I have never played or leveled Cold Dot before, so this is new to me. But it got significant buffs this league, so I plan on playing it the Golem version. It won't run quite this smooth, but maybe the same concept. Oh, we gotta update POB. Let's take a look at where we are on the skill tree. Well, probably be a good idea to have some form of freaking life flask here. Alright, we can use cold snap somewhere. Yeah, use it instead of freezing pulse. Area of effect and area damage. And go back out. There is a lot of buttons to press with this build. I think that is the next one. Yeah. Oh jeez, it's almost 3 o'clock. There we go. And now the question is, do I kill the bandits? Or do I take the bonus? We definitely don't want the 8% move speed. While that is nice, and I would maybe take that for a farming tune on Ruthless, for my league start, I'm gonna want the resists 100%. There we go. There we go. Alright. Let's go out the west side. Oh, that's nice running into the waypoint like that. A lot more health after that node. Okay. I need to swap that and put it there. Put that there. So I keep messing that up. kill Oak. Alright. What we got left in here? Lusitania? No?
The day has dawned.
I'm gonna finish the bandits and then I think I'm gonna take a break for lunch. Starving. Wow, that's a lot of enemies to deal with. We don't really have the kill speed just yet. We dealt with it quite well though. Alright. So now we go up here. And then the next ones will be these two. I know it's not going to go this smooth on the fresh character, but it isn't bad. So I'm hoping that we get just a little bit of luck with some drops and things go nice and easy for us on the grind through the campaign. Ooh. Very nice. About to gain another level. Alright. Do we want the resists? Or do we want the skill point? That's the question. And I'm going to take the resists. %. Look at that, we're already up to 27% resists.
Take care.
And we don't need Arrow Nova, but we do want Herald of Purity. 100%.
Hello.
Alright, so we are done with the bandits. I'm starving. So I am going to take a break. I'm going to go eat. Oh, I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you for hanging out in the stream. And in like about 15 hours, we're going to be hitting up the Settlers of the Atlas. So, or correction, Settler. Secrets of the Atlas. Fusion of knowledge there. Alright. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you guys again.